What's in the box?
Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of What's in the Box, the series of videos where I go through old boxes that I've had for like the last 20 some years and are stuffed with like collectibles and magazines and books and toys and things I've just, kept over the years, but things that I've never really opened up. Wherever I moved, I seem to just take the same group of boxes, 20 some boxes, and move them to the other place and store them, and I never get to them. So this series is me actually, now that I'm kind of settled here, I'm going to be opening up my boxes and going through them and showing you what I got. And if there's something that I don't want anymore, I'm going to offer it to you, the viewers. And all you got to do is write in and send me a little message and say, hey, I'd like to have that. Can I have that? Or, hey, I'd like to buy that from you. Can I buy that from you? Yeah, you could. So you just got to give me some offers. Anyway, since my videos tend to go a little long, I think we're going to get started. We got it's kind of a heavy box, but it's not that big. It's, so I peeked. I got an idea, but there's stuff way down below. I don't know what's there, so we're going to get to that. So let's open up the box. Box number 3. No, 4. This is my 4th video, so 4. I will take this out. Look at this. Look what I got. Not even opened. Wow. This is from, of course, Star Wars. This is the Shadows of the Empire set toy. Fires high-impact proton torpedo. I believe this is some kind of a speeder bike. I'm not familiar with the expanded universe of Star Wars other than the movies and some of the novels, but Shadows of the Empire, I have no idea what it is. But I guess one day when I was in Toys R Us, I bought this. I believe this was from Toys R Us. Here's the back. Shows some cool little thingies there. Here's some more things you can buy. Why didn't I pick up the Falcon or the Slave One or even the X-Wing fighter? I don't know. Why did I buy this guy? I don't know. But yeah, it comes with a firing pivot launcher into firing position. Position swoop trooper at the controls. Fire high impact proton torpedo. The Force is with you all. It's cool. It's never been opened. To my knowledge. Well, maybe. No, that's tape and there's a slit, so I must have opened this. But it's kind of like in a box. So I'm not gonna really open it. So anybody want it? Can I have it? I don't want it. I don't know why I bought it. I don't know why I bought this instead of like something from one of the movies. I really don't know. Swoop vehicle. So swoop vehicle can be yours if you write me and say, hey, I want that swoop vehicle, if you're the first one. Because I've had some people write me and say, hey, can I have that? And already got an email from someone that, wanted it, and it's the first come, first serve deal. Here we got a bag of stuff. Oh my gosh. This is a bag of lots of stuff. This is all like loose figures. These are things that I had in one of my apartments. I had lots of shelves, and I just had everything out. And the reason I don't do, I got a couple of the cool Dawn of the Dead and zombie figures, but the reason I don't have things like this out. Look, he dances too. This does something, doesn't it? There's a button here or something? The reason I don't have these out is because they collect so much dust. And I remember these were like covered in spider webs and things. Wow, he even has a... You squeeze his neck. Did you see that? Yeah. He's got... I don't know... Well, when Aliens came out, I think the toy lines really went crazy because they started selling... Wasn't there an Aliens cartoon show? Or was it just a series of figures, and they were like based on different animals? Like there was a bull alien and a scorpion alien, things like that. But anyway, this is kind of cool. I I don't understand the weird, if you hold his legs, he kind of just has a spring that, oh wait, oh, you push the button and it goes, rah, rah. It's cool. He's got 1, 2, 3, 6 arms. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is. And the cool head. Again, this is like 20 years ago. I have no idea. Does he stand? Hey, he stands pretty cool. You know, give him away. You want him? Take my little alien away. Here's a plane, and it's missing 2 of the props. But the reason I kind of have this is because it goes. It's flying through the air. I'm probably going to get rid of all these because these are in a bag, and this is this from Doom? Is this from Alien? I don't see markings. He's got a big ass gun. Hazard, it says on it. He doesn't swivel, but well, he's got a weird like crack in his back, like his back opens up or something, but it doesn't to my knowledge. The whole thing has a crack, even in the front. Wow, it looks like you could pull him apart. I don't know if this is from, and he stands really good. I don't know if this is from Aliens or from Doom, or I don't know. Do you know what that character is? He looks cool in the shades. It's not Duke Nukem. He's got like a metallic head. I don't know. You can battle the alien. Well, this is a real bell. Why do I have this in here? Anybody want a bell? Oh, Ethel, bring me the milk. Oh, here we go. See, now this is a scorpion. But is this a... What the frack is this? And... Oh, here, something happens. That's all that happens? What? Look, there's a little head comes out. Is it in focus? Bloop, bloop. Hello, my little head's peeking out. Anybody out there? No? Okay, I'm going back in. I don't know. It's not Alien. Oh, what does this do? There's a button up here. Oh! It's like a face hugger. Wait, these go up. Yeah, and then you press it, and it goes. Argh! Face hugger. It must be a face hugger, right? This must be from the Alien line. Oh, his back tail is. Oh, I guess there's. I don't know. Cool little scorpion alien. And here we. What is his name? What is his name from Toy Story? My arms are too short. And you push the little button and he can run. Running. Hey. I can't think of what his name is. His head opens and closes. Cool. Hey guys, you want this? Cracker, you want this for your daughter? Oh, and then we got a little Buzz Lightyear. He doesn't do anything. He's solid. He just stands there. He's just a little figure. Hey, Skin Slip, you want any of these? Let me know which ones. First come, first serve. Because I know there's a lot of you that like these little toys. But you behind you got all those little figures. And I'm Gumby, damn it. Here's the Gumby. This is like an original Gumby. Yeah. Back in the day, Gumby, man, that was Art Clokey, right? When we were like in our teens and in the in the 20s, my friends and I would go, hey, the guy must have been on drugs. He came out with this weird little animated Gumby character and Pokey, and it's a horse and a weird guy with a funny hat, and there's the Blocky, and there's all those. Some of those old shorts are kind of bizarre, aren't they? Oh, here we go. Oh, what's this? This is another little alien. Oh, I bet this was a clock. Well, it's a little sticky. I wonder if the rubber is starting to deteriorate. But see, there's a little like window in his chest right there. And I guess that was like a clock, maybe? Like a digital, but I see no way to open it and put a battery in, and it just looks like a television screen in his chest. But his arms don't move. He's pretty solid, except for the head. Head swivels, but he's sticky. I wonder if the is deteriorating. Here's just a little. This is a porcelain statue of Snoopy, sitting, imagining he's in his Sopwith camel. Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. Snoopy, 1965, 1966, United Feature Syndicate, Inc., made in Taiwan. Anybody want a Snoopy? I'm probably giving away all these. This is garbage. Here's a little Minnie Mouse looking like she's like, ooh, ooh, excuse me, I pooted, ooh. I pooted, ooh. She's got that look like, oh, well, I know what it is. She's doing the Marilyn Monroe with the skirt going up, and she's holding her skirt down, and she's like, ooh, I'm embarrassed, because she's even got the big high heels. A little Minnie Mouse, cool. Wow, this ain't in the best condition. I wonder if this is really from my, well, he's dirty. He probably, you know, if you guys want these and you tell me you want them, I'll actually wipe them up and clean them up before I send them to you. But here's, I believe that's Mr. Spacely. This might be from like one of those McDonald's or Burger King Happy Meal things. Hanna-Barbera, available only at Wendy's. Collect all 6. So this was given out by Wendy's. Looks like 1989. I'm going blind, but it's so you can hardly see it. But there's like Mr. Spacely and his. What if we got a Mickey? Well, this goes to something. This is like a gum. Oh, cool. This is a keychain Etch-a-Sketch. I wonder if it works. It does. It does. It works. I don't know if you can see. It's really bad. It's very little, but you can kind of see that. It does do some kind of, but man, that would drive me nuts going, you can barely see it. You're supposed to shake them. Anyway, little Etch-a-Sketch keychain. Here's a little penguin. I loved penguins back in the 80s. And then when Happy Feet and all these other March of the Penguins stuff comes out, I couldn't care less. But back then, penguins weren't, other than Mary Poppins, you really didn't see penguins anywhere. And I just loved them. And I have this, I don't know if this was given to me from one of my ex-wives or something, but it's just a little penguin, a little pengy, holding a heart. Oh, I heart you. Oh, this is an original. This is one of mine. I got a bag of these somewhere. 1968. The Beatnik Bandit Hot Wheels. Look at that. Look at that. That's cool. It is cool. The window, the dome is kind of scratchy, you know, because of course I played with it and they fell and they scratched and all that. But that's still, it's kind of cool. Look at the Beatnik Bandit Hot Wheels. And it has the original. Well, no. No, I don't know. Maybe it's just old. But I remember the original Hot Wheels. The original that came out early in the 60s. You used to be able to spin the wheel, and it would spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin for a long time. And then they got a little cheaper, and the wheels weren't really rubber. Yeah, like this isn't an original because they're not rubber. The originals, I think, were really rubber tires. This is hard, and they don't spin that long. So, but anyway, it's a little thingy. We got some miscellaneous. What is this? What is this? It's a little black. I don't know what this is. I'm going to push it out. It's in a leather case. It says made in China. What the heck is this? Can I get it out? Oh, it looks like a lighter. I don't want to open. Oh, I can't get it out. There we go. We got it off. Yeah, it's just a lighter. Look at that. Little flicker. It don't work. But I guess you can, it has a bottom so you can add it. It's kind of a cool looking lighter. Like I said, I don't know if it works. It comes in this little case. I don't know why I got that. Whoa! Somebody fell off the desk. Here's a Mad Hatter. Late 80s, 90s, 1989, 90, I wrote, well, throughout the 80s I was writing a show, a theater show. I was doing theater in the 80s. And throughout the 80s, from like about 80, 87, 86 on to 1990, I was writing a screenplay called The Things That Go Bump in the Dark, or The Things That Went Bump in the Dark. And it was going to be a musical and everything. And then eventually I did do it, but it wasn't a musical. And then in 1990, I actually directed it and put it on stage, and it was great. And it's on my YouTube. Go down there and look for Bump, B-U-M-P, Bump, and you'll see the full show. Vince Viloff. Did you ever see Rat Race? You know the guy in Rat Race who was with Dr. Evil's son and Robot Chicken. What's his name? Anyway, they were like brothers, and the guy with the curly hair looked like Harpo, had his tongue pierced, and you're that's Vince Viloff. He's a friend of mine in Hollywood now, writing, directing. He's directing and he's writing and he's performing in movies and he's singing. He's got his like own band and stuff. But anyway, back then he was in the show. He was in the show Bump, and you can see that if you look back. But the company, I was thinking, what's a good name for the company? And it was Mad Hatter Productions. And so back then I was like really big into the Mad Hatter. And I guess this is just one of the little, and I was the Mad Hatter in a children's show. You could also see that on YouTube back in my theater performances. I was a wacky Mad Hatter. I was like a Cesar Romero with a high crazy laugh, and whoa! But it was like a children's show. There were children in the show, and there were a couple of adults, including me. And oh, here's Mickey. We had Minnie doing her little, and here's little Mickey. And Mickey with his top hat. Welcome, welcome. Put him with Minnie, same size? Yeah, they go together. Oh, does this go on here? Or does this go on someone else? Oh, here. Didn't even know I had this. Sitting right here, as big as day. It's a Predator figure. Predator figure. Arms move very tightly. He's got this weird weapon thing. I don't know why it's on his arm like that. It should be something like, then it shouldn't it be like, well, maybe it is like that, but it just doesn't fit. I don't know. And he's got, the like, I'm walking every day. But then I saw this. I was like, what is that? And oh, that's the one ugly motherfucker. Yeah. Little alien, and I don't know where this came from. Who could it have been with? Maybe the guy with the big gun? Does this attach to him somehow? It's a little hand grenade. Oh boy, look at it. I don't know if he goes with that. It's kind of a big hand grenade. And this, I don't know where this came from. This might be one of the alien or the Predator things. What is that? It looks like it's a gun. What else do we got here? I see him and I see him. Well, here's a black stone. I met someone once that was into gems, and they said you're supposed to, you go out wherever, I don't know where there shops. I think in the 80s there might have been gem shops and stuff. And you pick your own stone, and it's supposed to be a good luck stone. And my life hasn't been very good luck. So maybe I should get rid of this, but this was my little gemstone that I picked, and I used to carry around with me all over. And there's a penny. There's a penny in here. 1995. Man, it's only worth a cent. Oh no, Mr. Bill. He's like a Gumby. He's got a wire frame in there, but that's all he does. Oh, Mr. Bill. I'm Mr. Hand. Yeah, like I said, I had all these crappy things up on my shelf. Oh, and here's, what's his name from Nightmare Before Christmas. I need fresh plants. What was it you always wanted? Wolfsbane? Or I don't know. But anyway, oh, when you roll him, his head goes around. It looks around. Is he looking? Can you see? It looks like a duck. But anyway, that's my bottomless bag of figures. And I'm getting rid of them all. So you want them? Everything I just showed you here, putting them all back in the bag. And if anybody wants any, I will kind of clean them up and send them to you, and you could put them up on your shelf so they can collect dust at your house. Wow, there's a lot there. And even the dinner is served, master. Oh, it's dirty. It's dirty, doctor. Oh, I got another big bag of fun. Look at that, my button collection. We'll go into that in a little bit. Here's please. Roger Rabbit, little stuffed animal. He's cool. He's got suction cup feet and hands. I guess he went in a car, maybe like in the window, like baby on board thing. And yeah, I'm giving him away too. You want a little Roger Rabbit? I'm gonna go wash my hands. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I had to wash my hands because when I moved, when I had all those toys out on my shelves and I moved, it was just like basically like I have in a bag. It's like just put them all in a bag. They were dirty and everything, and now like when I'm touching them, they're dirty. So like I said, when I do send them to you, if you want them, I will definitely clean them up. Wow, you know, back in the day, there wasn't too much about Outer Limits. Wow, what's that? It's number 3, number 1, number 2, number 4. And these, there was, I wonder where I got these. Do they have the, it's an Outer Limits newsletter. Isn't that cool? The back. I guess this was like a fanzine that somebody did. This issue is dedicated. Issue number 53, signed by Steve Streeter. Oh, there's all these credits here. Steve Streeter did this. In 1960, that's a copyright. Architects of Fear, the issue is dedicated to... yeah, this is just like a fanzine. This is kind of cool. Volume 1, number 1, published quarterly by Page Comics. Mount Prospect, Illinois. Wow. Single copy price, $1.25. Subscriptions, 50 cents each when you join the Outer Limits fan club. Yeah, so, and it's kind of cool. It has, you know, like drawings, and look at this certifies that Roger Domian as a member in good standing of the Outer Limits fan club. Look at that. I was number 47. 47. Founder and president, and that's all it is. It's just like, you know. So the guy was selling these. He was writing about. Wow, look at. I wonder if he drew this. You know, it's like he wanted to do, and there's lots of information. Look at all the writing. You know, it's just like a Xerox thing, but it's a fanzine. Back then, people did them. And I have issue number 2, which is cool. I wonder if he only did 4. And oh, hey, there's even like artwork. There's like the Sand Dragon and Adam West and them up there. Issue number 3, Demon with the Glass Hand. Cool. And then that on the back. That guy. I'm looking if there was anything in here. Look at he even does like crossword puzzles based on Outer Limits. These are pretty collectible, man. These are cool. Here's issue 4, which is pretty thick. This one's a real thick one. This is like a magazine. Don't open till doomsday. But there was something in here I wanted to see. What is... Isn't that nice? Outer Limits. Yeah. What is this? Do you go to Columbia College in Chicago? No, Bill Goodmanson. I'm going myself. Oh, I wonder if that's how I got hooked on this. Because Bill Goodmanson, yeah. Bill Goodmanson, man. I met this guy in college when I went to Columbia. Yeah, this is Page Comics. This is his, like, fanzine. Here we go. Outer Limits newsletter. Wow. But Bill Goodmanson was one of the guys. Him and Rich Lamberti collaborated with me in Colombia, and we did the famous Invasion of the People Canners movie, which, if you're a Facebook person, a friend of mine, you've probably seen the short because I posted it like a couple times a year because I enjoy watching it and I love sharing it. It is in my, I think it's in Miscellaneous, one of the playlists I have on my website, and it's Invasion of the People Canners. It's a takeoff on the 78 Donald Sutherland Body Snatchers, because I had the fro and I looked like him and talked like him, tried to, and it's a goofy little short. But Bill Goodmanson made that, and I must have got these when I was in college back then in '79, and he must have knew Bill, and he wrote. And now Bill, if you do a Google search and look up Bill's Kitchen, he was back then when we were in Colombia. He was a big Godzilla, big Toho fan, and he would make these great. Oh, I'll show you. He made these great replicas of the monsters, all the Godzilla monsters, and he would actually have like a little show, like an art show at a place. He would rent out a big hall, and he'd have not a hall, but a room, and he would have tables with all his art, all his things down. And now, if you look on the internet, Bill's Kitchen, he does some fantastic work. He's a big Toho guy. I haven't talked to him. I've tried writing him, but he hasn't emailed me back. Either he forgot about me or whatever. But he travels all around. He goes to Japan, and he's really big. But Bill's Kitchen. He also did the documentary on the Godzilla Blu-ray. There was a cool little documentary, a short thing. And whenever you see, like in the Toho films, if you see Bill's Kitchen or directed by Bill's Kitchen or something, that's him. That's Bill Goodmanson, who worked on People Canners with me. And he made something for me, because back then, like I said, Alien was coming out. He was the first one that showed me this really cool Alien book that had the only image at that time of the complete Alien on the back of the book. It was a really cool book. I wonder if I got it in one of them. I'm sure I do, because I had the picture book and everything. But he said, I said, hey, can you make me a Xanty? And he was like, sure. Hold on. There goes the Xanty man, and he made this for me. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? He's got even real hair on here. He's kind of falling apart. That's lint. He's a little dirty. He's kind of falling apart. He even got the little legs on there. And it's all armatured. I can move it, and if I wanted to, I could have made like a little animated, but I'm not going to do it now because I don't want it to break. Here you can see one of the antennas had a nice end, but here it fell off. There's just the wire sticking out. Can you see that? And the head is starting underneath there to separate from the foam. But it's still it's one of my prized possessions to have the Xanty. The Xanty Misfits was one of my favorite, the scariest at the time, Outer Limits, and I love that episode. Bruce Dern, and look at that face. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Could use that in a promo video. Anyway, so I just wanted to show that off. Let's put him up here. There we go. Xanty. Bill Goodmanson, best to you in everything you do out there, buddy. Well, we got some magazines here. Whole stack. Let's go through some of these. Brandon Skinslip sent me a quick little email saying we need to talk about my magazine collection. And like I said in one of my other videos there, that I had a friend that wanted them, and he kind of doesn't want them anymore. Well, he keeps saying he wants them, but it's been like 3 years now, and he still hasn't divvied up the money. And I was saying, just give me $1 a piece. I know some of the issues are pretty, these are all pretty Fangorias. Yeah, and I said, just give me $1 a piece. I want to get rid of them. I got boxes, heavy boxes, just full of all the Fangorias and Gore Zones and Cinefantastique and Twilight Zone magazine and all these other ones, and I just want to get rid of them, but I don't want to throw them away. So I offered it to my buddy, and he's like, I'll take them, but he hasn't yet. So Skinsler Brandon sent me a little email on one of my last videos and says, we'll have to talk about, so maybe you're going to end up with these. I don't know. But I'm just going to hold these up real quick. Fangoria. There's one on Life Force. One on Special Effects. Oh, these aren't in plastic. The early issues up to, well, I don't know if this is like 52. So probably the first 100 I have in plastic bags, and then the others I just have loose. And these are pretty thick. So this was like 167. This is still, no, 325 pound. Oh, it was $5.99. So it was still getting up there in price, and I stopped buying them because they were too expensive for magazines. Hey, these are pretty cool, man. So I really want to get rid of these, and either Brandon or you guys on the internet can fight it out. What's this? Clothes. What are clothes doing in a... Oh. There's the front. Can you read that? Can you read that? What does it say? 2 gangs, 1 secret, 1 crossroad. And that is from our movie On the Down Low, iconoclastfilms.com. And if you go to iconoclastfilms.com, you'll go there, but none of the links work. Because I also have a website called Roger's Basement, and you can't find it anymore. What happened is when I moved here, I had to change my email, and I totally forgot to change I believe I was a company called NameSecure, and so like whenever you typed rogersbasement.com, or it would take you to the site, and now it doesn't. It says the website's not found, but the website is up there. It's just under like Java B or Java D or something. I need to contact them and get that name again, or if I can't get, well, I don't think there's a Rogers Basement out there. But anyway, I need to do that, so because I'm starting to get a little more popular here, and people are going to want to go and look about our movie. And I know I've been getting a lot more people on Facebook liking the On the Down Low page, and I really got to get that organized so people can go there and look. And on my website, I got all kind of weird like stories and movies and things like that. So I got to get that organized. This is my 1977 yearbook from Hubbard High School. Wow. Wow. Well, you could tell I was a nerd because there's only one person that wrote. Nobody liked me in high school. I was the geeky guy. Let me see if I can find myself. Show you my picture. Where you go in the back here, and they have like a, don't they, where you can look yourself up? Yeah, here. Under D, A, B, C, D. D, G. Domian 132. Photo page 132. Da-da-da. What do I want to look at his face for? Oh my God. Oh my God. What's with that haircut? Wow. It's going to be tough to show. I'm going to put my finger right under. Whoa. Let me open that up a little more. Hold it better. And I'll get in there kind of close. There I am. Right there. With the goofy Prince Valiant haircut. Look at that. And I'm not even smiling. I'm just like, take my picture. It was weird. It was like I would comb my hair down and then it would curl under because I was like natural curly hair. I actually looked like, remember Graham Chapman in Python, in the TV show. He had a similar haircut where it would curl under. But yeah, this is the old. Wow, look at all these wonderful teachers we had. Yes. Do your homework. I gotta get my shelf. Put that up with my books. Oh, here it is. This is the first. Well, this ain't the first. The first thing I ever wrote. The first thing I ever wrote was a goofy parody. I loved Jason and the Argonauts and Ray Harryhausen. And the first thing I ever wrote was a parody of that called Son of Jason and His Argonauts. And, and it was, I still have it. I had found the original and I Xeroxed it because it was really falling apart. But it's exactly as it was on the original. First thing I wrote, do I have a date on this? It had to have been like maybe 72, 73, 74 when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And here it is. The original Son of Jason and His Argonauts. Some people that were in it. And then there. And this is the whole script I wrote back then. Back in the day. Back in the day. Remember Phineas? You know, the old man, the blind man with the harpies? We called him Peneus. Peneus. Oh. The Clashing Rocks. I'd like to thank you, Jason, for making this place possible for me, but you're going to need more than thanks. Why? Well, if you're going to Ku Klux instead of Kulkus, Ku Klux, you want to get the... If you want to go to Ku Klux, if you want to get the magic fuzzy green slipper. Not the golden fleece, the magic fuzzy green slipper. And he'd have to go, well, what's so special about the magic fuzzy green slipper anyway? Well, number one, it keeps your foot warm. Number two, it's in a lovely bright green color. And three, if you don't know how to dance and you put it on, you'll dance. Goofy crap, man. But anyway, that was the first thing I ever wrote. Then I was trying to get serious, and in '98, I decided to write a screenplay based on my life and my friends growing up. And I had it nicely inbound here for collecting, and it's called Living for the Moment. Never done. Screenplay by Roger Domian, March 1998. Story by my buddies down there. And this was the cool... It's a pretty damn cool story, and never really shopped it around. Never really tried to do anything with it. But it was very much like Dazed and Confused, where there's a lot of great rock songs from the era, the 70s and 80s when I was growing up, that this encompassed. And that's cool. That's cool. That is cool. What is all this? This is a court in the Circuit Court of Cook County. Domestic relations. Oh, this is one of my divorce papers. Wow. Don't want to see that. Here we got photos. Of photos that I'm not going to show. Those will go with that to send to somebody. What's in here? Jaws 3D cards and glasses. Well, the glasses aren't there. No. But the cards are here. And these were Jaws 3D cards, which I'll probably send to someone again, but on the back, they were actually 3D, and if you use those red and blue glasses, red and green glasses, you'll see the images in 3D. So that's cool. So far, that's... What do I do here? Do I have... Everything's going so far? I'm keeping the yearbook, and I'm keeping my scripts. But the Outer Limits newsletters and the toys and that, yeah, I'm giving that away. See how cool it is to watch my videos? You're getting free stuff. Here's like just a piece of paper. I'm seeing what's on here. Oh, here's idea. This is like a treatment I wrote for another show. Dangerous was the show called. Character takes the name Dick Saint from Dick Tracy and the Saint. I'm Dick Saint. He always signs his name Saint Dick. When police read it, they ask if he's a saint, to which he answers no, first name last. He disguises his voice to sound like Cary Grant. At one point at hotel desk, a man asks if there's any calls for Roger Thornhill, a.k.a. Yeah, Dangerous was my take on North by Northwest. How I was going to do it on stage, I don't know. But the characters from Bump, the Feeling family, which was a parody of Poltergeist and other horror movies. Go see things that go Bump in the Dark. It's got some cool references to horror movies in there. But it was going to be the same character. It was going to be kind of a pseudo-sequel, but instead of a scary, it was going to be like a mistaken identity. He was going to be Dick Saint. Dick responds, bad guy is known as Smiley. He's always wearing long coat, high collar, hat, dark glasses. Dick asks for security protection in the hotel, goes to bathroom. A man enters, wrong room. Slightly drunk, calls for his escort. Hears Dick in the bathroom. Panics, tries front door, which is locked. Hides in closet. Dick enters, does business, hears noise in closet, opens it. Out falls man with knife in his back. Dick tries to help and pull the knife out. Smiley, who was in the closet, pops out, snaps picture, giggles, and leaves out fire escape. Dick, this was all going to be on stage. Dick, realizing what's happened, puts the knife back in man's back. What the? Hey, I was trying, you know. I was trying. We got some photos here. Oh, cool. Here is, my buddy, this is a, what do they call the mass cards for my buddy's father when he died. I'll keep that. Remember I said Bill Goodmanson and helped me with doing people canners, and the other guy was Rich Lamberti, who I have no idea. This was taken in 1979 from Columbia College. That's Rich Lamberti and his girlfriend. He helped me make, big Mel Brooks fan, he helped me make people canners. Marriage license, copy. Oh, from the second wife. This is, you know, everybody sees these, you go to conventions and that, but this is when HBO, this is when our film On the Down Low was going around the world in film festivals, and we went to New York at the Latino Film Festival, and that was my little card, my little collectible card thingy. Hey, look what I found in here. Come on, get on there. Hey, everybody. Clown nose. Oh, here's the remote. I got a, you know, back in the 80s, there was some wild stuff going on. This is going to be a long video, folks. But it's cool because I'm giving stuff away, and you want it, you can have it. But I'm not going to go back, because when I think, I'm going, oh, I'll get this Auntie, I'll get this. No, I'll show it in another video. But I got this huge, it's still in its box. I did use it, and this is the remote for it, so you can sit it far away and go click. And it's a phone that, remember back like in the 80s and stuff, they had phones like Mickey Mouse phones, and a bat phone, it was like a Batmobile and stuff. I got this thing, it's about that huge, it's huge, it's pretty huge, and it sits there, and it's like a white dog, a fluffy dog, and on its chest are the numbers, you know, to make a phone call, and it was like a speakerphone. You would talk, you would, you know, it would ring, and when it rang, it would go, ruff, 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 and the mouth would move and go, ruff, ruff, and I think the ears went up and down. Still got it. I want to get rid of it. But this is the remote, so if you just go, hello, yeah, I'm over here, okay, goodbye, and you click it. So I'm glad I found that, because now I can get rid of the whole thing, and it's still in one piece. Wow. Where? Eminence Ludwig, West Germany. What? It's a thimble. Why do I have a thimble? I don't know. I guess there were collectible thimbles? Are these things worth anything? I don't know. More pictures. Oh, this is a button that when I was the Mad Hatter, Theater on the Ridge, May 1986, when I played the Mad Hatter in that children's theater. That's the button that I got. saying I was the Mad Hatter. This is from grammar school. This is from Tonti School, class of 1974. Tonti School, class of 74. Wow. People used to assign their name, you know, like in a yearbook. People used to write, and of course I was a nerd and nobody liked me, so I just, and it's wrinkled, and can't show that. Picture, mask card. Oh, I'm finding all these mask cards. See, when I moved, I just threw everything in boxes and let's go. Yeah, this was my... That's me from graduating grammar school. These I'll have to hold back. Put these in here. A card. My card, sir. Would you like a card? Iconoclast Films. Breaking the boundaries of directors. Oh. 769. That is my real number. Oop. Sorry. Don't call me. But it's not my real email. It's a different email. Try to block that out. Yeah, got that. Oh, this is cool. Probably another thing I had on my desk. It's kind of a cool dragon with a crystal, a clear crystal ball at the bottom there, and his eyes, I believe, are red crystals. Cool. There we go. It's pretty heavy. It's hefty. You want it? Let me know. Let me know. I'll give it to you. Ancient Chinese secret. Big balls. This is, you know, those kind of balls. What do they call those? I forgot what they called those. I'll get rid of this too. You want those balls? You want my balls? You can have my balls. Oh. Back in the day when I went to conventions, I would go to Wonderfest in, was that Tennessee? Kentucky? I can't remember where it was. It's in that area. Wonderfest, Model and Toy Convention. And they had people with resin, and I would buy these little kits, and I never did anything with them. This is like a little alien in a test jar. And I bought this because when they displayed this at the thing, he had liquid in there, and it with food coloring, and it was like a greenish, it glowed, and then he painted the alien guy, and it looked really cool, so I bought him. And he's cool, and you can open it up and, you know, have him on your shelf. And then this, like a whole kit, didn't come in a box, but this, I'm not going to show all of it, but this is what was called at the time Elvis, which was Elvis as a zombie. I got his arms and everything in there, but you can see he needs like really work. He needs to be trimmed and then painted and put together. Got that. And then I had this guy from It's a Trap! It's a Trap! Admiral Akbar as a little like short body but the big head. Kind of cool. Kind of like those, what do they call those? Funko? I say Funko? No. Those figures with the little and then the big heads, which people collect a lot. So anyway, those are some resin figures that I don't want anymore. You guys want resin figures? This is a good box because I'm getting rid of everything. Oh, and this again, I talked about this in one of my videos. My favorite of all time spaceship was the Spindrift from the Land of the Giants television series. And here is a resin little base and ship, and it needs painting, and it's kind of similar to the little, you know, that Lost in Space ship that I showed you that I made the base for, and my buddy put the little lights in. I did get a D battery. I'm not showing you it, but I did get a D battery and it didn't work. And I was looking at it really closely, and I noticed that there's like a break in the wire, and the wire is so super thin that one of these days I'm going to have to actually sit down with my magnifying glasses and really try to fix that or get a replacement wire. But when I do, I will show it to you folks. But anyway, yeah, this is the, oh, here it is. Crash Scene 1, limited edition resin kit sculpted by Jim Heaton. He might be famous now, I don't know. Maybe assembled and painted to resemble box top. Grass and weeds not included. No, no weed, man, I want weed. There's that. Yeah, it looked cool. And, yeah, look, here's the base. It's a cool little base. And a little ship. There's the little ship with a little snake. Was there a snake in the picture? Yeah, I guess there is a snake. It comes with popcorn and it says on there I paid $15 for it. Oh, movie stamps. Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Beau Jest, and Stagecoach. Ah. I wonder if these are worth anything. Maybe the stamp collectors. Cool. Anybody want this? Anybody want these? Oop, I want to bend them. Put them over there so they don't bend. There we go. Okay, and okay, we got two. Oh, cool. All right, we got 2 bags. This is all that's left in the. It's like Christmas. This is all that's left in the box. The box is empty. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this all kind of back real quick. Doodly-doo. Let me talk to something while I'm doing this. Yeah, so this is a pretty damn good box. It's got lots of cool stuff in here. Let me put the magazine at the bottom. And folks, if you guys want these, can I put it like that? No, I got it like that. This is a good box. You guys want these, you can have this stuff. Really, there's not a whole lot that I'm keeping. So yeah. If you want any of this stuff, give me a ringy dingy. Okay, we'll go through these first. Yeah, I was a big Star Wars fan. But, I mean, I collected. I wasn't like a save the box type of thing, save the clamshell. But I did get some things, and I had them up on the shelf. And they're all the original from 78, I guess, because 77, the toys didn't come out yet, so 78. Actually, I can't be positive, but I know 3PO is the original. And it even has 1977, but I don't know if all the figures have that because of the date the movie came out. I don't know if you could tell, and then this was an original Greedo. I remember that I bought this right away. When Empire came out, of course, I got Boba Fett. He doesn't shoot, the missile doesn't shoot, it's just the basic Boba Fett. This was one of the original, the first, I believe. This guy is an original. They're all covered in dust because they were up on my shelf at the old place. Hammerhead. Yoda was original. I don't know if I had his snake, but Yoda with the real cloth is original. I had a Jawa too. Oh, here's a Jawa, is an original, and I actually painted his head to be black because it was the color of this, and it looked dumb, so I kind of colored his head. A little Jawa. It's cool. They had figures with cloth. That's cool. And The Stormtroopers were original. Boy, dirty. There's a Snow Trooper, I believe. And here, this is a newer one. Let me get the old ones out of the way. This is an original. I don't know what they called this droid. That's not, and that's it. And then these, well, I don't know when these came. What is that from? What is this from? Kind of looks like something that would open, like a top of a car or something. Or is it I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. But then, you know, oh, and then there's like all the little guns. And here's some more guns, little guns. All the stuff that gets lost. Oh, that must go on the back, right? Somebody's back. I don't know. I got him. Just cool. This is a newer. I believe this was from when the special editions came out. Then they brought the toy line back. But I got this. I don't know what this goes with. Looks like it should snap on, but it doesn't snap on his back. No, I don't know. Did he have something on his back like that? I don't know. I have no figure that this would go with. But anyway, I got that. You know, a little walker. It's just rubber. Doesn't move or anything. Well, the head moves up and down. A little X-Wing. A little rubbery guy. A little rubbery TIE fighter. Excuse me. Little Star Destroyer. I think those were the Micro Machines. Are those them? Yeah, they came on like little bases like this. And then they would sit on there and, you know, like that. Kind of cool. This. Something else, I don't know what it is. It looks like it snaps on something. But we may find this in another bag somewhere. The actual, you know, just like with, where was the other thing? Oh, this. Two mysteries. Don't know what they're from. Don't know. Oh, and then there's a little snow speeder. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Big gun. Big gun. Darth Maul. Is this one that moved? No. This is just a Darth Maul. Cool, cool, cool. And 3PO. Not built. From the old terrible movies. Oh, and here's a lightsaber. Somebody's lightsaber. Another gun. Oh, this is the other thing I don't know. So I got three things I have no idea what they are. Oh, and this is like a little chip. Remember when these came out, when the Phantom Menace came out? The stand was like a weird little, I guess, sound chip? This didn't make sound. Status partly completed protocol droid. I think this did something. I don't know if you held it up to something, it made a noise or talked or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Now this looks like it came from a Batmobile. Or something. A Batmobile, right? Like, but it's just sitting here. When I got a teeny tiny, at one point I had, model kits. I had a lot of model kits. And one of them was the Moon Base Alpha from Space 1999. It was a pretty big set, and it was basically the Moon Base. And they had the little landing pads, and they had the teeny tiny little. Let me hold it in this hand so I can see the image. See if it focuses. Will that focus? Let me do what they do there. Can it focus on it? Anyway, you get the idea. It's a teeny tiny little. And I painted it. I painted the little black and the little things there. And I did a pretty good, as small as this is, I did a pretty damn good, decent paint job on that. And I have a hat, a pirate hat, from one of my Pirates of the Caribbean model kits that came out in the 70s, 80s, 70s. And they all moved. They did something, and this I think was the guy with the big, like, The guy with the big, here's a little NASA button. Don't know what that's doing in there. But that's that. Those are all my Star Wars figures. That's all I ever bought. All what I just showed you is all the Star Wars figures I ever bought. And I keep them all in a little bag. Because I used to keep them on the shelf. And now they get dusty, so I don't keep them on the shelf. I keep them in a bag in a dark box somewhere and never look at them. I should keep these out because I don't know what those are from. And they're going to have to go get in there through here. Okay? What a collector I am, huh? I take good care of my things. But I didn't care. You know, I wanted to open them up and have them up on the shelf. I didn't care about putting them away. The movie posters, the lobby cards from the original 77 and on movies, I got those. Those are my babies. I even have the original. It's not the Mylar one. It's the second one that came out, which is very similar to the Mylar. But the Mylar posters, the advanced Star Wars posters, had problems where the Mylar was actually coming off of the posters. But there was a second one that came out, still had the silver lettering, Coming to Your Galaxy This Summer, Star Wars, or the date. And I got that rolled. I got that put away. That thing is worth like almost $3,000. And plus I got all the lobby cards, the big and the small and all that stuff. And yeah, that I should try to sell those now, you know, so I can use that money. Because when I go, then why did I keep them if I'm not using the money? All right, where are we? We're an hour 4. Okay, it's going to be long, but this is my big bottomless bag of buttons, which throughout the years, and I'm going to give away a lot of this, if not all of it. Over the years, I've collected, or whenever not collected, but whenever I saw, oh, that's cool. Or when you used to go to movies, and they used to give you like a little button. That's a Wesley Snipes Demolition Man. You know, and you would take it home, and I just put it away. Here's a Inspector Clouseau. Give crime a break. Bring back Inspector Clouseau button. Cool. I know there are people out there that are big button collectors, and if you want any of these, you're more than likely. You'll call for backup. RoboCop 3. Devil's Advocate. Cool. This is new. Well, not really. 97. That's a few years ago. Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't know. Maybe for the Bond collectors, that's worth something. Probably not. Oh, The Arrival. Isn't that the Charlie Sheen movie? Cool. National Reptile Month. Crocodile Dundee 2. Oh, this was a horrible movie. Boris and Natasha, the movie. Free Willy. Let him out. Let him get some air. Here's a cool little Looney Tunes original. Here's a Return Revenge of the Jedi button that I believe was given out at the theaters. The Batman from Burton. Wow, whoa, wow. Roger Rabbit. Tunes of my life. The Cat, the Penguin from Batman Returns. Saving some best for last. Here's kind of a dirty Mickey running away, very scared for some reason button. It's coming! Invasion of the Body Snatchers! You're next! They're coming! Oh, I got 2 of these. Tomorrow Never Dies. I got 2 for some reason. Must have went and saw it twice. Wow. Needful Things. Just say no to the devil. I'm saving some good ones for last. Here's Jurassic Park. Like I said, I don't know if these are worth anything. Button collectors, I'm sure, will go, oh, I want those. And you can have them. Just send me a message. If you're the first one to say I want them, you're going to get them. Someone might just write and say, give me the whole thing, send me the box. You know, I might, you know. But that's not fair. You know, just, you know, tell me you want, like, some buttons, and then maybe a month or two later, write me again, say, hey, did anybody get those other ones? Because if not, I'll take those. Twister. Another Needful Things. Buy now, pay later. Cool movie. I wish, you know, that's coming out on Blue, and it's only the theatrical version. I really kind of wish they did both and had the extended television version, because I like the extended. I mean, it's such a thick book. It would be cool to see the whole thing on Blue. Don't hunt what you can't kill. John Woo's hard target. Cool, Van Damme. Don't swear. Mookie, you're a rich man, Mookie. Do the right thing. Wow. I don't know if this is an original. This might be an original, and there's no date on it. But when Star Wars came out at the theaters in 1977, the theaters were giving this away. And knowing me, seeing at the theater a bunch of times, this might be an original. I mean, the back is kind of rusty-ish, you know. But yeah, that was one of the things that actually did come out. Here's another. Well, this is kind of a cool, another Demolition Man, but that's kind of cool artwork, or whatever that is. Army of Darkness. Oh, cool. Last Starfighter. Can you tell I'm a movie fan, folks? Back in the day, I was a Eurythmics fan. Still like the music, Annie Lennox, and that's little Eurythmics. Well, this is kind of a cool badge. It's, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's Twilight Zone. There we go. But it's like, you know, it's kind of like one of those lenticular, but it's more of a color thing. It changes colors, and it's silver. And I think, oh, here, this one's okay. Rocky Horror. Big Rocky Horror fan back in the day. Love the music. Here's a tiny Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy. So far, folks, I'm giving all these away. I'm going to hang on to this because I don't know. I'm going to hang on to this one. But all the others I'm giving away. It's been so long since I had sex, I can't remember who gets tied up. Yeah, Roger was a goofy guy. And there's my name, my nameplate for a uniform I used to wear. Support our troops. Operation Desert Storm. It's cool. Patriotic. This. I think I just liked this, that I kept it. I don't know what, it's an ad for something called Ariba Case, A-R-R-I-B-A cases. I don't know what that is. It's see-through, and it's a necklace, and it has magnets and batteries that connect, and it used to light up, but you can't see. And I don't even think it's not lighting up, so those little batteries need to be replaced. And I went to the Famous Monsters of Filmland convention in Washington back in the late 90s, and they were giving these away. And it's cool. It's like a lapel thing, not really a button. And then here are some cool buttons. Does this still work? No, the battery's out on this. It's like a Halloween button. And the eyes, there's a little button back here. I wonder if there's a way to open this. Oh yeah, it says open. So you can replace the battery on this, and it has a little, and it would go, and the lights would blink, 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 blink. So that's that. I am not a number. I am a free man. Number 2 button. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. I love Escape from New York. That's cool, huh? Big ass button. You want that? You could have that. Here's a gargoyle. This looks like it was made. You know, back in the 90s, they started selling button makers, and you could make your own, put your pictures, and you'd make them, and there were people out there that would sell them. So a lot of these, not a lot of them, but like this and that last one, I think were just fan-made. This I had, this is like from my childhood. I had this, had to be, was like 7, 8, or 9. I had this, and I kept this thing. It's my name, but look at psychedelic. I'm going to hang on to this just because it's cool. It's Roger. And here's some Star Wars necklace. Stormtrooper head. Cool, cool, cool. Chain. Nice. And here's an X-Wing. I think this is pewter. Isn't that what they call that metal? There's an X-Wing necklace. Cool. Here's a... Is this considered Nazi or the skull and crossbone? Here we go. There's some writing there. I don't know what that signifies, what that means, what that's from, but I think that's from World War II. Here's another little cool Halloween button. It's just a little bat. Me, me. Well, here's a tiny little lapel pin for T3. Terminator 3. That's kind of cool. Here's a hypodermic needle. Right? Whoa! Right? But it's really, when you push it, it's a pen. Whoop, you can write with it. And then you press the little button in the back and it goes back in. Cool little hypo pen. Scare your teachers. What do you got that hypodermic needle? This is from when I was like 10 years old too. I saw this somewhere and bought it. And I've had it all my life. Frankenstein for president. I have no idea what, it was just, you know, goofy button. Goof. I'm going to hang on to that. Goofy button. This is from a fan made. But this is business card. Hold that up there, let you read it. Repair technician. We fix them. What does it say? We fix them anywhere, anywhen. Gallifrey TARDIS Limited. Cool. Anybody want that? You can have that. These I got at back on Belmont Avenue on the north side. I think I talked about this. There was we called it the Fantasy Shop. We would go to the Fantasy Shop, and it was like a toy shop for nerds. They had books, comic books, magazines, and they had like cool like things, just little things. And back in 79, 78, when Galactica was all the rage, I picked up the lapel pins. Still on the card. Those are cool. And yeah, I'll give them away. You want them? Imperial Stormtrooper rank, operating number, area clearance, the Death Star, authorization by Lord Darth Vader with the Imperial seal. Bottomless bag of, that's a tie clip. Bottomless bag of buttons. Back, I don't know where, but back when I was, again, in grammar school, for some reason this was an ad for something. hot chocolate, no doubt. But my brother, for some reason, got stickers, and he had like a box of them. And they were all the same thing. It was, it's hot chocolate time again. And I always remembered that this was, I mean, in school, we used to put these up in the locker, and I'd give them out to a bunch of my friends, and everybody would put, it's hot chocolate time again. Did you know I worked at the Alpha Moon Base? This is my official ID. Whoa. It's hard. It's pretty hard. It's cool. Look at that. I think I picked this up at that fantasy shop too, with those buttons, as well as an Alpha Moon Base patch. Cool, man, huh? Cool. Pretty nice. I'm gonna hang on to that. Sorry, I'm gonna hang on to that one. And that's it, folks. Box is empty. Box is fun. Boy. Hey, good luck. You guys want any of this stuff? Let me know. Send me an email. I have a very scary feeling that I'm going to get hundreds of emails. Well, not hundreds, but all saying they want this, they want that, they want this, they want that. And like I said, be selective. You know, don't be like, I'll take them all. Give me everything. Give me everything now. Don't be like that. You know, ask for. I mean, I'm just giving them away. To me, you know, I'm getting up there in age, and I'm still a collector, and I still love my movies and things and that, but these little trinkets and things, they were cool through my 20s and 30s and 40s, and I just don't have the place. I don't have, and for them to just sit in a box somewhere, you know, that's kind of bad, because then when the time comes when I'm not going to be here anymore, I don't know what my brother's going to do, or are they just going to throw him away? He ain't going to know, and you sure ain't going to go on eBay and sell all this stuff on eBay. That'll take forever. So I just figure this would be, you know, my little thanks to the subscribers, and, you know, just for, if somebody out there, you know, loves Twister and would love a Twister button, you know, just instead of me just throwing it away, or getting thrown away eventually, you know, at least someone out there can wear it and can use it and have fun with it. Or if you're a collector, you know, with the button cases, you might want some of these. Or if you go to the convention, there's like button people that wear all the buttons and stuff. So, you know, I just feel like it'd be cool just to give this stuff out to you guys. And I'm giving you all the opportunity to enjoy some of my crap. It's funny, me and Skinslip doing this kind of similarity. In my first video when I put it out, he kind of wrote me an email, said, damn you, I was going to do something similar to this and you beat me to the punch. And hey, everybody do this. You got boxes of stuff that you're thinking about, maybe, you know, maybe I'll get rid of it, or even just show it off. Just make a video and show off your stuff. It's kind of entertaining for people. Like I told Brandon, and it's kind of fun watching these, because you don't know what I'm going to pull out and what's going to be shown or talked about, and it keeps you watching. It keeps you. I wonder what else he's got. And for me to be, you know, hey, you want this stuff? Send me an email and I'll send it out to you. You know, you just pay shipping. And some of the other stuff that I said I'm probably going to hang on to, if you want to offer me something, maybe you can twist my arm and I will give it up, you know. But not the Xanty. My Xanty is mine. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to watch this hour and 20. Whoa, Xanty fell over. This is another long video. And please subscribe if you just stumbled onto this video. And thumbs up if you like it. And watch my other videos, and yeah, my older stuff, like I said, Bump and things like that, and my Blu-ray collection videos, defending my collection. Check out those. And hey, it's another What's in the Box. Now you know what's in the box. What's in the box, Auntie? Yeah, there were a lot of cool buttons. No, I don't know what these were from. Yeah, those Star Wars figures, it's pretty, you know, the way that I just got them in a bag, but yeah, I know I should have taken more attention to, you know, collect. Yeah, that goofy yearbook picture looked ridiculous, but anyway, guys, from me and Zanti, thanks for watching. Thanks for sitting through all this, and good luck if you ask for any of this stuff, and it's my pleasure, you know, like I said. Have at it, and we'll see you in the next video. All right? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.